Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The throw on second down is gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They toss it out right to Kelly. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Morris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a first down throw, gone. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Deuce.
That was 2nd down 1 for Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give left side, Kelly. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready? You ready? Got it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating in Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
United! 36. Check 24.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Got it.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
21. Ready. Waiting.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. For from the red zone now. Goff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Cut!
On 2nd down, here's Goff. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Keeps himself upright, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Ready. Yellow waiting.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Kill. He's coming. You guys are ready. Yellow waiting. Kill. Slam. 11. Watch the out.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down. Check. Ready. Yellow waiting. 95-56.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. handoff. It's Murray. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give. This is Kelly. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Morris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Rams on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for goal. And it's a fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Ready. We waiting. Watch 9. Waiting. Watch it.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady. Waiting. Watch it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. Yellow lady. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, G.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey. Got three. Ready. Move 90.
To throw, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sam Shields. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They run again with Morris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. John Kelly, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too?